Radiant team ban.
Alright, hello and welcome everyone here finally to CEVO Season 4 Best of 3 here in Week 2. We've got Team Xeno going up against No Earthspirit. I'm Helium and with me is Chicago Ted.
Hey Helium, that was one hell of a wait. 45 minutes and counting. Actually, no, we hit over an hour. Holy shit.
Now, we're still not technically done because, as some of you may notice, it is 4 vs 5 right now. We are just doing the draft. So if you're watching on stream and looking for the game in client, we hosted the draft off of the ticket, and we'll be remaking an all-pick on the ticket after this is over. So.
Yep. So definitely, this is. Hopefully, there's going to be a seamless connection between us getting out of this draft and getting into the actual game, as they should have their player up and running. But again, you know, we've had a lot of issues tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more. They have a stand-in ready, if I'm not mistaken, so we should be good with that.
Worst case, I'm standing in, and there'll be no cast. It'll just me be playing. It'll be me playing Dota.
Don't worry, I'll be casting you. I'll be very critical on every single.
Yeah, we'll let you take over the stream then if that happens. Which I don't think was technically allowed, but I technically don't care. So
probably not. Either way, you know. Venomancer, Doom, Nyx Assassin, all getting banned out. I know Venomancer, I know he's getting banned out. I know Doom, I know why he's getting banned out. Nyx is a little interesting, though. You think No Earthspirit are going to decide to go for a lot of intelligence heroes because of that ban?
Yeah, maybe they want to pick up a Nature's Prophet or even the Death Prophet Pugno, of course, anything like that. But Nyx Assassin's been getting picked up a lot. He's still a great support, a good offlaner, and recently I've been seeing a lot of Nyx Assassin as a, hitting level 6, scouting people out with Vendetta, paired up with Ancient Apparition of the Ice Blast, just the ability for 2 supports to gank anybody at any point in the game.
Or it could be some Relic Dodo or Outer World Devourer coming out. Never know. It's going to be Invoker banned out, though, so they got that avenue covered. Which, I mean, Invoker in and of itself is a pretty decent ban right now. He's been picked up so often, and Cross Wex really has made its way onto the scene with its recent buffs, and you know, he's a strong hero right now. I wouldn't have known that he'd be first ban. Speaking of another strong hero, Earthspirit, immediately getting picked up by No Earthspirit. That's Ember Spirit, sorry, not Earthspirit.
Yeah, Earthspirit, despite being terrible right now and this team name being somewhat irrelevant, is not yet in Captain's mode, but they are going to pick up the other spirit that starts with an E. So Ember Spirit, he's a good hero. I don't know, he's pretty fragile, but he's got good escapes. He's mana dependent, which is good that EMP isn't going to be on the field, so Ember Spirit can maybe get some more done.
Yeah, and he's got the one-click, rampage skill with the Sleight of Fist, so he's got a lot of potential to do a lot of damage in the late game, but I mean, you're right, he is very squishy. I mean, the only thing he's got going for him is the magic resistance from the Flame Guard, the magic damage block, which helps him out sort of versus nukes, but when you go for some auto attack, some lockdown, he really struggles to stay alive. So despite good escape, he definitely does fall off to any sort of single target lockdown, and Visage is going to be the immediate pickup from Xenodokiel. And I'm just going to call him Xeno. That's a bit of a name.
Yeah, I was also just going to go with Xeno. Or Xeno. It rhymes with Veno, which they banned out first there.
Oh, the connection.
I have no idea what it is, but
either way, but so yeah, Visage typically picked up with Venomancer, or at least was typically picked up with Venomancer. We could see the Crystal Maiden or the Alchemist come out with them and have a roaming couple of supports, but they're going to instead go for the Nature's Prophet, which, I mean, you mentioned Earthspirit banning out the Nyx to possibly pick up the Nature's Prophet. Well, Xeno decide they want to grab it up for themselves, and Earthspirit are going to respond with a Storm Spirit. What? So they don't like Earthspirit.
I hope they're going straight for the... Their team name is No Earthspirit. This makes complete sense. They pick up Ember and Storm Spirit as a result of that. Let's see if they pick up any of the other spirits. We still have Vengeful Spirit, I believe, is one of them. Is there one more than that?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh my god, I
5 seconds remaining.
I should know, but I can't.
Brewmaster kind of counts, but not really. I'm not sure he's connected.
Really. I think they're more elementals than they are spirits. I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't want to be the third brother in the Spirit family, to be honest. Like, if anyone has 3 kids and they change their last name to Spirit, name Ember and Storm and just like leave Earth out of everything. Like, we're going to the
I haven't even
park,
seen that
boys.
hero in so long now.
We're going to the park, boys, but Earth, you can't come. You have to sit
Radiant
home and
team
think about what
ban.
you've done.
He's already paid for his sins. Anyways, we've got Ancient Apparition banned out because, of course, that hero's getting very, very popular these days. The Death Prophet's also going to be taken out, so, you know, I think they're just banning the Nyx Assassin here to ban the Nyx Assassin. Doom as well was taken out. Very popular hero these days. Can get the push going with his auras, that utility Doom builds, and he's also got the Doom, which can just take out, you know, a single core lineup pretty easily. Over to Xeno or Xeno, they're going to be banning out a Bane here, so another strong support, and looking for their 4th ban now.
Yeah, I mean, Death Prophet, Ancient Apparition, both good bans, but the Timber Saw, that's going to be the ban out from Xeno, and you know, with the pickup of the Lifestealer, I can really see that ban being useful, as well as having the Nature's Prophet and Visage hanging around. Timber Saw really does the counter push fairly well, which hurts Nature's Prophet, and Timber Saw does a lot of damage, which hurts the Visage, so definitely want to take that hero out with this triple lineup, but Lifestealer, he's picked up, which begs the question: are they going to go for a Nyx Bomb type hero? Maybe the Puck or another very mobile mid, or grab a mobile support Meepo?
5 seconds remaining.
You just want to see the Fnatic
I
Lifestealer
wanna see
Meepo top lane, don't you?
I do.
Reserve time.
It's a possibility. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But you have Nature's Prophet, who might also want a piece of that jungle if the offlane goes poorly, so we'll see.
Well, I put the heavy inflection on the Meepo because, you know, I know it's probably not going to happen, but it is possible. In fact, you mentioned Fnatic. That was exactly where I was going with that. And they want to bring that back, and, you know, I don't blame them. That seems like a very strong combo, and I like it. I like Meepo. I like Fnatic. I like No Tails Meepo. I want to see it more, but that is not this game. It's going to be Xeno instead, and I want to see them play Meepo, but they're probably not going to.
I think the Puck you mentioned is a good pickup. It slightly outlanes Storm Spirit throughout the early phase, and then it's going to be great for teamfight control. The Lifestealer Bomb. You can also put Lifestealer inside the Nature's Prophet. A lot of people don't think about that. They see Nature's Prophet drop in, and then, you know, Lifestealer pops out. They don't quite expect it. But Beastmaster gets picked up. Who did I tell? Someone could do a BM pause if they picked up BM, which I let that be Beast or Brood. But it looks like Beastmaster are going to get picked up here by no Earthspirit.
I don't think I follow, but no, actually, I think I get it. But either way, Beastmaster, yeah, picked up with the spirits, kind of debunks a little bit of that spirit theory, but I mean, it was Lone Druid, I think, was the other one, the Spirit Bear. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that could work. Oh, there's the Puck though, so
yeah.
At least we got that.
Team pick.
Chicago Ted, too strong.
Nerf, please.
But yeah, with the Beastmaster, does fairly well versus the Lifestealer. Good lockdown through Rage, through BKB. Can help versus the Puck if Puck takes a bad initiation or gets caught out. That's a pretty good stun to have. Or really versus anyone. I'm not sure if you can stun through the trees. I believe the stun itself is the point target. But you can definitely knock him out of the trees if you hit it right. But what do they pick with this? I mean, they've got Storm and Ember, both possible mids. In fact, Beastmaster can even mid. All three can solo lane. Ember Spirit's the only one that can safe lane, so he might actually be safe laning. But do you think Storm's mid or Beastmaster?
Well, they can just stack the Ancients with Beastmaster. It's not as easy on the Radiant side, but we could see him in the offlane maybe. Storm Spirit can go mid or safe lane, and then same thing with Ember Spirit. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see. It's fair to say it's a rather unconventional lineup right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if trying to figure it out is going to be completely worth it as they pick up a Rubik. So that's definitely going to be support, probably with Ember or Storm. It's a defensive support, so maybe with Ember down there in the safe lane, because he's pretty fragile early. Flame Guard level 1, I believe, only blocks 50 damage. But once it gets 2 points in that, it does 200, so...
Yeah, the level 2 on the Flame Guard is one of the quickest things that you have to get as Ember Spirit because it's such a good skill. And as you said, the threshold for damage that you can absorb is a lot higher. So Rubik, though, is interesting. I mean, Ember Spirit, not the strongest early game carry. I mean, Searing Chains is very good, but he gets focused down very quickly, and he takes a lot of harass. So Rubik seems a little weird, to be honest, to me. I mean, Rubik isn't the strongest in lane support, doesn't have the best lockdown follow-up, has a little bit of damage, but in terms of things to steal, I don't see too many possibilities. So
Dire team pick.
I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to what they're going to do with this Rubik pick.
I think it's just going to be there to protect the Ember Spirit. I mean, the Fade Bolt and the Lift should be enough for Ember Spirit to run away from anything with.
Yeah, but why not a Crystal Maiden or something along those lines? Someone a bit more strong in lane that can help out the carry a lot more.
I don't know, people are sick of her, maybe.
I'm interested to see how they're going to run this Rubik. I mean, they could decide to opt to... they could see a couple of spells that I don't exactly see that might work for them. Or they could see something in Rubik that I don't see. But I'm really interested to see.
It could just be that Visage Rubik would be rather strong. The instant lift up is going to be good for catching out Ember and Storm Spirit. So maybe they pick it just to not hand it over.
Yeah, that could work. He is a multi-talented support. As I said, not the strongest in lane, but definitely useful. So that could be it. It could be a ban pick, and they needed a support to go in the lane, so I guess why not? But last picks coming out, both teams look like they need a either second lane support, and actually Xeno are gonna go with the Alchemist that I mentioned. So Alchemist still seeing a lot of play, albeit not at first pick, first ban, but he's here.
Nice. It's going to be strong in conjunction with the Visage. You know, get that medallion. You've got the Visage birds, the familiars, as well as the acid spray. Lots of armor reduction. Visage could get the medallion as well. Alchemist can maybe get a mech or a force staff or a blink. So a lot of options. A lot of good initiation now with the Puck and the Alchemist. Nature's Prophet, the TP anywhere in behind the action. So strong pickoff lineup. No Earthspirit. Interesting lineup. Storm and Beastmaster are going to help with a pickoff. Ember Spirit. He's going to farm until he can press W and win the game, and it's kind of hard to push into an Ember Spirit as well.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, and definitely with that Sleight of Fist, going to bounce around the targets and do a good chunk of damage. Xeno don't entirely have the biggest group up lineup, but
that's why they pick Rubik.
Okay. Yeah, Ember Spirit goes fairly well with Black Hole, so this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. They've got a lot of manipulative spells right now. I mean, with Electric Vortex, with the Shout, kinda, with Telekinesis Lift, and with the Black Hole. So it looks like they're going to go for get everyone in position, get those Black Holes rolling, and get the team fight won. So if anyone's really confused about these disconnects, by the way, this is going to be an actual remake. We did the draft while one player was figuring out how to update.
Yes, and as a result of that, I have rehosted, so you yourself should run the lobby, and we can get this thing going here. Yeah, do we have, I guess I should say, is the other player here? Yeah, I saw Bricks join the lobby briefly. Some of you may know the name.
Like there.
It's going to be NMJ. I'm not sure who that is. Waiting on one now for Xeno. We can get this going. So sorry everyone for the delays, but what are you going to do when Steam explodes? It's about all you can do.
Well, it literally explodes. If anyone was watching the Steam Tracks website, it was awful. I saw things go down on that website that I've never seen go down, featuring a triple question mark for the U.S. servers.
I've never been to that website, but a triple question mark sounds devastating.
It always has a status, but it was a triple question mark. Like, not even anything. It was hilarious. I was so surprised. I've never seen it get that bad.
I don't know why people need these websites. It seems pretty obvious when Steam is down. It usually doesn't work, and when it doesn't work, it's usually down after you restart it once.
Yeah, but then you don't have to constantly refresh your password and like entering in everything. You just go to the website every now and again, and if it's up, it's up. If it's not, you don't just keep relogging.
All right, we're going to be underway here in a moment.
Awesome. Feels good to finally be in game after officially being delayed an hour and 21 minutes. Holy mother of Dota.
Yay, we're going.
We are. The G's are flying, and the only other time you'll see that is at the end of the game. So, I can't wait to get this rolling. The draft is out. The picks are done. We're going to go straight to the game. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. Look at this new waiting for players screen. This is literally what we had to wait for right here. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
We were waiting for the waiting for players.
I like it. It's definitely better.
We were waiting for players that were waiting for the waiting for players screen.
I heard you like waiting for players.
There's something poetic about that.
I don't know if there is. It sounds more like a meme to me.
Oh, yep, I gotcha. Yo, dog, I heard you like waiting for players.
There you go. That's the correct response.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm very slow right now. I can't think as fast.
It's alright. It's still cold where you live. I just got back from the cold. Now I'm back here in warm and humid Miami.
You lucky son of a... it just doesn't end over here. It was warm like a week ago too, and then it just kind of fell right back into winter.
Did you get that storm I heard about? And then I don't think it ever happened in the Northeast
I don't know what
yesterday.
Happened. It was yesterday, and classes for me were suspended in the morning, but we got like 3 or 4 inches when we were supposed to get like a crap ton of snow. So
yeah, I heard 6 to 12. I think the weatherman might have been.
I don't know what happened. I looked at the radar before I went to bed, and I was like, "Yep, my school's gonna be my college is gonna be closed tomorrow." I woke up and it was nothing. Like it completely fizzled out. It was hilarious. But enough of that. It looks like we might not actually have a pause in this game. Are we gonna go straight to announcing the teams?
I think we are. So let's do it. Over here on the Dire, it's gonna be Team Xeno. On the Lifestealer, we will have Clicks. He's going down there into the bottom lane. Of course, it is going to be an aggressive tri-lane with Kicks here on the Alchemist. Avanti himself, of course, playing for Avanti's Angels and then later Avanti's Angles. He's going to be playing on the Visage here with his new team Xeno. Looks like it will be Catherine Bernardo on the mid lane on the Puck, and that's going to leave Tempting Time. We'll just go with Tempting Time here on the Nature's Prophet going into the solo safe lane.
All right, for the Radiant on the other side of the river, we've got Stray Cat. Going to be picking up the Ember Spirit, having fun with some Treants there. NMJ will be playing the Rubik. Fan of Sion. Fan of Soyeon. I don't know how to say your name, but I do know that I casted you in NEL. He's going to be on the Enigma. We got Relic, the main man mid, playing the Storm Spirit. And last but not least, last hit Magic will be on the Beastmaster.
This game feels a lot like NEL. Everyone's been all chatting for so long now. If you look at the gold graph right now, because of the treant that was converted there by Enigma before the creep spawn, it's gone all sorts of haywire.
Oh man, digital sine wave maybe, or digital electric wave? I don't know. Something along.
Let's get in there. Anyways, it looks like we did predict that correctly. Of course, it's going to be the Ember Spirit, the Rubik there, and the no defensive. Goody is the official name here for Fan of Sohyun on the Enigma.
Goody, you said?
Yeah.
All right, he's got to smoke up. You think he's going to try for a Soul Enigma Roshan?
No, that's pretty much impossible now since Roche got his buffs. Basically, you just get the smoke because you can do the jungle rotation. You can get level 6 by about 5 minutes, and then you use your smoke to gank and use your black hole to essentially just kill one person.
Come on, you're killing all my dreams of unconventional tactics.
It's not going to happen. You want to see unconventional tactics? It was the Dream League today where, what was it? Team Dog did Roshan at like 5 minutes with Chen and Vengeful Spirit.
That it? Just Chen and Venge?
Yeah, and some creep.
That's amazing.
And a medallion, I think, is what it was. It got a little sketchy, but they did manage to do it. Against Alliance, nonetheless. Oh,
man, pulling the Roche strats against Alliance, that takes balls.
I mean, they lost, so spoilers there, guys, but...
They is a very general term.
Team Dog, the team that was doing the Roche. Pashcat, Misery, Demon, and some others.
You didn't have to, like, I gave you the chance to not have to be announcing spoilers, and you went ahead and you spoiled anyway. Good job.
Nah, it's okay. People should have watched it. You missed out.
I did. I was in class. Shame on me. So, these lanes, I mean, Puck winning out the mid lane so far. I mean, it's still very early. You can't tell, but Avanti is going to go ahead and Grave Chill up already. This is going to be the level 1 engagement.
Yeah, Knave, I believe, is the name of the Rubik here. In a bit of trouble, but Stray Cat Finnith doing a lot of damage over here to Kicks. One more Sleight of Fist, but it's a long cooldown at rank 1, so he's not going to be able to use it. Goody's going to rotate over. That's the first blood onto the Ember Spirit. So Finnith picking up that one.
Yeah, it was a great first blood. A good control by both supports. Well, Yeon quasi support, but not getting that last hit and giving it to the Ember Spirit, that helped him a lot. And oh man, this game is gonna go to shit really fast. I can tell.
I'm joining in too. I can't resist.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure there isn't a rule about that. We're professional, yo. Professional NA Dota.
We're professional except for when there's an hour-and-a-half delay. So
even then, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still earlier than we normally get on anyway, so it's nice for us, probably the players as well. But looking up top at the Nature's Prophet versus Beastmaster lane, that lane's going pretty even. 11 CS right now for the Beastmaster. We see the Nature's Prophet 9 and 2 with some Treant creep pulling shenanigans going on, but it looks like that was pretty contested.
Mid lane, Catherine Bernardo. What? My God, they changed names like right before the game. Either way, went down to somewhere along 20 health and an engagement with Relic. Relic not able to seal the deal, but he finds a double damage rune. Probably going to go for it again, whatever he did. I didn't quite catch it, but might be able to. He might be able to force Catherine Bernardo out of this lane if he plays the same cards he did.
Maybe. I don't think she'll or he will be taking any auto attacks. He's got the phase shift, can orb away if he really needs to. And Storm isn't 6, so he doesn't have a lot of kill potential right now. Neither of them do. I'd give the upper hand to Puck before level 6, which is generally the case. So far, though, the lane even. Double damage is going to help with the CS. As bot lane, these two, Avanti and Knave, having to play very defensive.
So I'm surprised Last Magic is deciding to go ahead and try to stack and take the camp here instead of go for the Ancients. Most offlane Beastmasters I know will go for the Ancients, but he is deciding not to. Meanwhile, Fan of Cian gonna find Kix over in the river, but no damage really going either way. Kix is just gonna walk back, so nothing too big happening there.
There was an illusion rune denied by Goody on the Enigmas about all that happened. He threw out one Malefice, and that's enough mana for him to go back to base. He's actually building an urn, which is pretty interesting. That says to me that this Enigma's going to want to group and push and try to get some kills if he's building up an urn. It's no point to pick up that item then just sit in the jungle and continue farming.
Alright, well, I'm getting reports that my mic is really soft in Dota 2. I'm working on trying to fix that for right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. You can deal with it fairly well. But I should be fine on Twitch. I don't think there's any problems with me on Twitch, so that should be all good.
Alright, well hopefully everything works out. Mid lane, we actually have Stormspear hitting level 6 before the Puck. He has a bit of a go. Not able to kill Puck, but does a bit of damage. Is going to force out a Bottle Crow. And then in the bot lane, I see some pings coming out. Clicks here on the Lifestealer, not going to be super easy to kill. He can just rage out of the Malefice. Maybe they can catch him with a lift afterwards. Rage right now only lasting 3 seconds, so...
Can he rage? Yeah, I think he can rage out of the Searing Chains. So he should be fine.
But it will go through magic immunity if he rages and then they cast it.
Alright, so I mean, for the most part he should be fine. But as you said, but there is potential to kill him if he plays it a little aggressive, so I wouldn't count that out just yet. Relic, he's trying. It looks like he's really trying. He's gotten ahead of CS right now, ahead of Puck, ahead by 8 CS, and there's going to be a rotation actually from Avanti and Kix, but you mentioned how he did get his level 6. He should be able to just kind of jump away from any real engagement. I mean, Kix needs to get really close to launch his Unstable Concoction now, so there should be plenty of time for Relic to react.
Well, it should be very obvious that these supports are here. It's not a good time for them to rotate because the creep wave at the bottom lane is right at their tower, so the supports are being called missing absolutely here by the Ember Spirit. We can even see Knave as well as Goody trying to rotate over and catch out this Alchemist and Visage from behind.
Yeah,
you
they
can
got
see where Relic is
too.
positioned in the trees there extremely defensively. And yeah, they did pick up the rune there on the bottom. Which was a double damage for the rune.
Right
Eidolon's going to find Avanti. Avanti going to be lifted. This should certainly be his death. He's going to go down here to the Fade Bolt. That's the second blood of the game going over towards Ban Earthspirit. Now Alchemist in trouble in the mid lane. Teleport in by last hit magic. Silence goes out. Alchemist cannot throw the stun. A coil drop defensively. Can't get the roar off. And the Puck is able to jaunt away. But a nice rotation and 2 more kills here for Ban Earthspirit.
That was really greedy play coming out from Xeno. They waited really long for that gank on mid, and when they finally decide to initiate, I mean, it was already after Visage had been, or Avanti had been gone on. He was already dead. Alchemist was trying to make something happen, but he got pulled in straight underneath the Storm Spirit Relic on time with that. And then great rotations in from everyone else. Means
Bottom lane's in some trouble.
Oh, wow. Stray Cat getting pwned up, as it says on the chat right there, by Clicks, I think it was, to pick up the kill. So a good carry for Nil. And Clicks, being the one to pick up that kill, takes it to the bank, and he's going to be enjoying that one. Already sitting on phase, plus 1,200 gold. There's going to be a TP immediately back by Stray Cat, but he's facing a full-on push by the Dark Bear and Clicks, and are they going to go on him? They actually will. The Unstable Concoction does fly out. Clicks chasing in. Stray Cat with the Flame Guard is soaking up so much damage. There's a Sleight of Fist. Avanti taking a lot of damage. Now the Roar onto Clicks. Clicks going to drop low. Avanti, meanwhile, picking up the Rubik on the back lines. Stray Cat looking for Avanti. Should get him. Will get him. Double kill. Going the way of the Ember Spirit.
And now a solo black hole onto the puck near the top rune spawn. Relic is there with the pull, and they should be able to bring him down. He will actually take the orb into the tree line. Can drop a static remnant to get that flying vision, but instead he's just going to walk away as Puck is able to bottle up. That's a black hole used there, but right before that, of course, bot lane. Stray Cat, or Finnith, took a death and then got a double kill, so things have quickly rebounded for him.
Yeah, it was a really, really cocky play by Xeno. One sec. There is a Puck going straight in on Fantasy Yan. There's the Unstable Concoction. Dream Coil was used, and now Relic turning around on kicks. And he get the kill. He doesn't have any mana. The orb flies out. One last auto attack. No miss chance. It's going to hit, and Puck going to grab a double kill. Catherine really enjoying that one. So it paid off waiting in the trees. They didn't think she'd stay there, and, well, they stayed under tower for too long. And again, actually this time Ban Earth being overly cocky.
Yeah, really nice plays by the Puck to, of course, dodge that first gank attempt and then make up for it with Alchemist rotating over. They pick up 2 kills, another Dream Coil used, another 2 kills, pretty much the way you want to use it. They rotate the Lifestealer from the bottom lane up top, and he's farming pretty well, 43 and 17, second on the map. It's actually Relic on the Storm Spirit in first, 45 and 12. 45 and 13 on the Nature's Prophet over here for Xeno. He's got Phase Midas already before 10 minutes. He's doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, and I would argue he's actually doing better than the Storm Spirit. I mean, he's 46 and 13, but he's got 2 assists, while Storm Spirit's got 1 and a death to his name. So this Nature's Prophet farming really efficiently, and he's going to be a problem if they let him go for way too long. Probably going to be able to get a couple of good disable items up early, and then you have to wonder whether or not Ember Spirit is going to be safe anywhere on the map.
Well, he's level 8 right now. He's got 429 mana, so he is going to be able to take his fire remnants to escape a little bit easily. However, that silence is really going to hurt him if he ever gets caught near that. The concoction, I want to say he can disjoint it with Sleight of Fist. Should work. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll see.
Maybe.
Something he could have done in that bottom fight a little earlier.
I know you can't disjoint hook in Sleight of Fist. If it hits you where you are technically supposed to be positioned, it will grab you, or that's the last I've heard. I don't know if they changed that. It was kind of a funny little tidbit I learned a while back. Not really.
Does it hook you out after you sort of reappear, or just immediately?
It hooks you, from what I remember, it hooks you immediately.
Alright, then I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it this game for that.
Well,
but up top, actually, there's a gank onto last hit magic. Well, I mean, we can look at it in the terms of the Unstable Concoction and see what happens there. But they force out a TP from the Beastmaster. He gets caught. There's not enough damage to bring him down, and of course there are no stuns. So last hit magic TP's back to base. He's up to level 9 actually. Mana boots. He's got a smoke. Another 600 gold. He's probably going to be the mech carrier for this team. I don't see anyone else starting towards it, or even him for that matter. But
I got plenty of room to do it in terms of items overall. I mean, so far right now, it doesn't look like either team has actually made huge progress towards a mechanism. We've got Clicks actually finishing up his drums right about now. Xeno going for the typical medallion. Could be trying to go for an early Roche. I mean, I typically see the Visage grab the medallion, but in cases with Alchemist, he's always medallion carrier, so I guess you can have an exception. Meanwhile, Relic has an Ogre Club already online. Probably going to rush for the BKB.
Yeah, he's got the intel treads up, so he's got a little more there. BKB, I think he's just really worried about the puck silencer. He will have a little less pickoff potential, but when it comes to the team fights, where they have a black hole, the Earthspirit, of course, with his Slate of Fist, he can get a lot more done with the BKB than the Orchid, I think so. And they're not really running pickoffs right now. So, we'll see how it pays off. Gonna give him some mana problems, of course, though.
Well, when you're going for those big fights instead of pickoffs, mana isn't entirely an issue because it's usually used in burst rather than elongated across the map. So that's why if you do go for the BKB, it's usually meant for team fight. But, I mean, of course, in that team fight, if he does run out of mana, he is kind of screwed if they survive the black hole, which I am betting they won't.
Yeah, if we see a good one so far, we've only seen a one-person black hole on the puck, which I will still say was a good black hole. It's worth it to just kill one person, especially the other mid who's doing quite well. But, of course, the puck did not die in that exchange.
Definitely. So, and I mean, puck not only didn't die, but got return kills too. So
yeah, it did. That was pretty nice.
Very nice by him. Good play, good awareness overall. And you know, this game 5-4, dead even. I mean, there's a difference of about 30 or 40 golden XP in either direction. It's very close right now. But when you go to a close game, who do you think has the advantage? Right now, I think Ban Earth have a huge advantage in this game just because of their teamfight potential.
Yeah, they could get to the point where they can just group up in 5-man potentially. They still are going to have to look out for that silence from Puck. But taking it later and later, I mean, look at Xeno. They've got a Lifestealer, an Alchemist who can transition into a carry, as well as a Nature's Prophet, a Puck who's doing reasonably well. So that's like a 3.5 core lineup, essentially, comparing just an Earthspirit that can take it late on the side of
Rubik. He's going to fall
as Rubik goes down in the mid lane, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, well, Storm Spirit can also be kind of a quasi-core, and Beastmaster.
Bottom lane, we've got Earthspirit. He's going to be going down once more. Lifestealer getting a kill there. And the all-chat commences.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he didn't even have his Orchid up, so not sure why he died there. He probably sent out his Remnant and jumped to it too fast. I don't know. He is missing a Remnant, so he did try to use it.
Mid lane as well. Goody. They have a go on the Alchemist, but it's going to be turned around immediately. Once again, Puck and Alchemist just killing everybody in the mid lane. Here comes Tempting Time, TPing aggressively into the mid lane. Cannot get the Sprout off in time, so he's going to have to back up.
So, did you see the Nature's Prophet? He all of a sudden erupted in blood? Yeah, Clicks ended up using his Infest a little bit too early, and he actually came out of the Infest back here.
Did not notice that, but actually up top, Relic did manage to pick up a kill on the Visage there, who was just farming away. So Relic picks up another kill, and he's going to be that much closer to his BKB.
And yeah, as we were noting earlier, that was one pickoff. Look at his mana, 170 and not regenerating anywhere at any time fast. So he is definitely probably going to have an issue in this game. If he decides to go for more elongated fights and pickoffs, they really need to get those big, bursty team fights. Oh, you're right. The Lifestealer, the Alchemist, or the Nature's Prophet will just rat this game out.
Yeah, and even Puck can be a pretty strong split push. He's got the mech up right now, so he's going to be a lot more elusive. Another 1,200 gold. We'll see if he wants to maybe rush for the bigger item, the Sheepstick. Could go for an Orchid too, or even just a Yule Scepter right now, just to make himself that much harder to kill.
Could possibly. Rubik right now, sitting on Brown Boots, but has 1,000 gold. Do you think he's going to go for the Arcanes, or is he going to try to go for a more utility item?
Well, we actually see Rubik picking up a Staff of Wizardry, so it looks like he might just be going towards a Force Staff.
Alright, whose headdress is that? Last Hit Magic will be going for the mech. Oh.
Yeah, and straight Finnith in trouble as the blink forward. They dodge everything. There's a black hole on nothing. Thus far, Goody not having a great time with the black holes, and this team fight is going fairly south for Ban Earth. They actually will get the first blood, actually the second blood as well. Puck Visage, they turn it around completely. Relic zips in just in the nick of time to turn this team fight around. It looks like Goody will finally go down on the Enigma. Now the Rubik in some trouble. Here comes Finnith back into the fight, looking to throw out this Slate of Fist. Clicks now finding himself in some trouble with his newly completed armlet. It's not going to be enough, though, to survive right now versus Relic. Actually, just the Spirits. I think this is a buyback from the puck. Indeed, it is. They will finally take out Clicks, now chasing away the puck. It's going to be a classic dieback, as Rubik actually the one jaunting forward here to get to the puck. With the lift, will do it. Finnith double kill right now. Here comes Tempting Time. Going to sprout up, but he's downhill. There's no mana, but the Sleight of Fist is going to be there. It's the triple kill for Finnith, with only one buyback used, and it was by Catherine on the puck.
What an engagement. I mean, there isn't any short way to put it. That was a really weird engagement by both teams. But to be honest, what really set the stage for that one, what made it go as long as it did, I mean, Banner still taking a fairly good trade, in fact, a really good trade, but that black hole completely whiffed. And Enigma, he didn't even live. Like, he had to pay for his sins. Relic, he might fall in the mid. There is a soul assumption. It's not going to do enough damage, so he's going to walk away from that one. But the missed black hole is certainly not something that fan of Soyeon wants to be doing very often.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just that next level bait. They were like, let's dive this tier 1. Black hole was completely whiffed. There's 3 people with about 2% of their total HP, so they went in for it, and then suddenly Relic shows up on the backside of things. Both spirits basically just catching them off guard, doing what those spirits do. You know, jumping at you from a distance and doing quite a bit of damage while they do it.
Yeah, the spirits are typically known for their high mobility, high damage output in short amount of time. And I mean, Earth, no exception to that, but both Ember and Storm are huge snowballers because of this. Usually when you see them, whether in a pro game or whether in a pub game, I mean, if they get a fast start or if they get any start, they will start to snowball out of control. There's an unstable concoction, meanwhile, being charged up, but that night vision, or that not night vision, that vision overall, just not long enough. There's going to be a jump in straight onto the Enigma. Goes down without a sound. Beastmaster taking a lot of damage, trying to stay alive. Stray Cat probably won't be as lucky. No, Beastmaster going to go down as well. Ember taking a fall. NMJ taking, oh man, look at the damage coming out from Clicks. He just kind of swipes down NMJ to make that a 4-for-2 trade, and already Xeno just showing why they lost a fight, but they will come back and they will make your life painful. This is, I can't put a finger on who's in the advantage right now. Oh,
I think that was just an awkward fight. I mean, you start by getting your Enigma picked off before you can cast anything. Storm Spirit wasn't there, saw that someone died, didn't want to quite go in with the rest of his team, but Finnith was already there fighting. He did manage to pick up a double kill, which actually just led him to give even more gold over to the Lifestealer. He actually picked up 683 gold for finally killing Finnith on the Ember Spirit, so that's really going to help the Lifestealer. He did die at the end, but he's sitting on... Wait, what? Did he just die to the neutrals?
Yeah, he died to the stack. They tried to take their ancient stack.
2,200 gold there, but he is currently dead, awkwardly enough.
He may have tried to armlet toggle and it didn't work out for him. I don't know. Either way, they tried to go for the cheeky ancient stack steal to seal the deal, but it didn't work, and Lifestealer ended up being on the tail end of that one. So definitely not the smartest follow-up to a team fight, but they still took a fight 4-for-2, and he died to neutral, so it doesn't really benefit the enemy all that much. He's sporting a fresh Sange now too, and already chunking down the enemies. This will help him really deal the deeps, but if he gets black holed, I mean, as you mentioned, they didn't let Fan of CEN get that black hole off in the last team fight, but if he does get it off, then Clicks should, by all means, die fairly early. Now, here's a Roshan attempt with the medallion, with the acid spray, and it doesn't look like Ban Earth are reacting to this fast enough, if at all.
Yeah, well, they only have this one ward here, which doesn't quite extend far enough to see the way they walked into the pit. They are the Dire, of course. They've got the Treants, the Medallion, the Familiars, everything, so they take it to Roshan very, very quickly. As Nature's Prophet going to go straight back to split pushing here, but he goes right into Finnith up in the top lane, and he might go down. There is an Orchid here for Tempting Time, but look at this right click from Stray Cat as he does pick up the Battle Fury, trying to run away from the Visage. Flame Guard saving his life there. I realize there is action going on in the bottom lane. Looking down there, we see a couple people have already fallen. Clicks now the last one alive. He's going to drop right there. That's the Aegis up in the top lane. Finnith will just kill himself to the tower. Avanti finally going to go for the pause that he was promising, because that was pretty awkward. Finnith just stopped running away there.
I feel like I missed the biggest chance to see Yellow Black Hole right there, as it is on cooldown and erupted into a couple of kills. Clicks will be able to teleport away, so he'll be fine. I mean, save losing an Aegis there, but an Ember Spirit for 3 plus an Aegis. That's not a bad trade. And of course, Enigma did get his cast off this time. If he can continue doing that, teamfights will continue going this direction. This tower will fall, so despite losing Roshan, they're going to lose 2 of their bottom towers and get very close to losing their top tier 1s. So a decent trade-off coming out from Ban Earth as, yeah, the Roshan for a couple of towers and a lot of kills.
Yeah, we can see Tempting Time was able to get the Orchid there on the Storm Spirit, and how much trouble he's going to have this game trying to rat out because of the pick-off potential of both of the Spirits. Actually, Goody's in a bit of trouble down here by the Dire Ancients. He's going to be taken out immediately. That's actually going to be Visage, so Avanti's going to go ahead and pick up that one. Now blinking forward, so the Blink Dagger was the choice of items for kicks on the Alchemist, trying to get last hit magic, but he will be able to retreat. Spell's going to be stolen up there by Rubik. The Roar goes out, the jump in by Relic, overextension, the classic bait here by last hit magic. Relic with the BKB fighting, trying to bring down this Alchemist. Who can he stun? Looks like it is going to be last hit magic. He'll blink forward, but he still just stuns himself awkwardly enough. Now Avanti going to go down to the last right click of Relic. Tempting Time as well as Click's going to jump in on the backside of things. I think last hit magic can be forced to run. Just enough mana for Relic to zip through the tree line. The TP out just in time from the Beastmaster. Nicely done. Can he dodge it? I don't know if he saw it coming with the ball lightning. And that's going to be the death of Relic, giving out 969 gold over to that Alchemist. To support with 2,000 gold now could start to transition into a more carry role.
Yeah, that is a lot of gold.
And Finith picking up the tower.
I'm just playing around with microphone volume still, so that's occupying some of my time. But yeah, that is a huge push to the mid tier 2, and they're actually going to get the defense off. Not too hard. They got plenty of crowd control, so nothing too bad there. And Xeno are just going to back off, taking what they can get. Stray Cat is split pushing up onto the top lane and being an overall pain in the bun. So, you know, all over the map, trades happening, the gold graph, the XP graph showing Ban Earth and a little bit of an advantage. Nothing too huge at 23 minutes. I mean, you typically see with games that are in one direction 10k plus. Well, this is still within about 5,000. So overall, the game, still anyone's game. Any one team fight can make or break what stands right now. And, you know, with a black hole still for Ban Earth that they have to rely on, those games where one team fight can make a lot of difference really start to end up in your favor.
Indeed, whenever you have those big ultimates like Black Hole, you gotta watch out. You gotta be careful if you're Xeno, because we've seen the team fights, you know, convincingly won by Ban Earth, and same thing going for Xeno. Just, I think, slight overextensions. That was really over-aggressive by the Pucks to chase across the river like that when almost everyone was alive on the side of Ban Earth, and they paid for it in the end. But the game, like you said, still very close. Here comes another initiation. Blink, Lifestealer Bomb onto Finith on the Ember Spirit, going to bring him down immediately. This time they're not going to stay to get the Ancient. So Roar out onto the Puck, going to be brought down. So right now, 1-for-1 trade kicks here. He's got another concoction in 2 seconds. Blink Dagger as well, but now with the Malefice, not going to be able to go for it. Knave in some trouble. Open Wound's going to run out soon. Click's going to pick a new target. Meanwhile, Relic goes straight onto Avanti. He's actually picked up a Lincoln Sphere after that BKB, so that's going to help with his mana situation. So that trade goes 2 for 2 with the core hero, 2 core heroes and 2 supports being taken down, 1 for each team.
Yeah, Relic low on mana, but can get away. If he does hit the low ground, he will. And that's an unstable concoction used up in sort of emo manner by Kicks there, hitting himself with that. But a very smart play by Fan of Sia. He couldn't find the opening, didn't really want to use up the black hole if he couldn't get it. So he stayed back, and when things started going south, he teleported himself out. He did not want to go down. He did not want that black hole to not be available when and if Xeno decide to be aggressive again. So props to him. We'll have to wait and see whether or not it pays off for him if when the next team fight comes around. But when that does happen, the black hole will be there, and Xeno still have to worry about it.
Alright, doing a quick item check now here. We see Tempting Time on the Nature's Prophet for Xeno, however we want to pronounce it. He's at 4,000 gold right now, yet to choose a new item. We see a Hyperstone coming out for the Alchemist, so of course he's going to be working towards an AC. Puck at just 500 gold, looking for a BKB now. Vonti finished up that mech. Clicks finished an S and Y. He's going to go straight into the Basher, pretty much that high mobility into some Bash just to take down the Spirits. Starting as soon as he gets to the Basher should be a lot easier. Relic, meanwhile, the Lincolns we talked about. He leads the net worth on this Storm at 13.1k. The Ember Spirit right after him at 11.7. Then there's the Nature's Prophet, the Life Stealer, and of course, what does this Beastmaster have? He's got a Blink Dagger and a Mechanism as well. And Goody finished up a BKB, so now he can finally get some solid black holes going his way.
Yeah, it doesn't have the blink yet on the Enigma. I mean, Enigma with the blink makes the black holes a lot easier, but to be honest, I mean, he's got plenty of initiation on his team that he doesn't really need to worry about initiating with the black hole. What he needs to worry about is getting himself in the position when he needs to be in the position. That's what most Enigmas have trouble with, is really their positioning at the start in the middle of the fight, being in the right place at the right time to drop that perfect black hole. And he's really pressured to get one of those. I mean, his team is taking trades, kind of losing or trading off in every fight they take when the black hole doesn't get used, but when it does, when it's useful, it really shows. So now with the smoke ain't going straight, and will he get his chance?
Yep, they're going to find out Enigma there. There's the blink forward. The next bomb comes out. I don't know if they even needed to reveal that Lifestealer was in there, but after the Enigma dies, I don't think anyone else is going to be that much out of position to get caught out. But actually, as I say that, we see Nature's Prophet TPing over onto the Rubik, trying to get away. Nice Force Staff there through the trees. That's why you can build that Force Staff before you get even Tier 2 boots. Nice axes there by Beastmaster to try to save his teammate, but in the end, it's actually going to result in potentially both of them dying, as there was a coil. He will just blink away to break that, and I think it's just going to be 2 pickoffs there here for Xeno, so they're still very much alive in this game, trailing only by about 5,000 XP, 3,000 gold, and picking up another Tier 2 tower here. They even up the towers. 2 Tier 2 towers for each team now.
So we were talking about Enigma needing to be in the right place at the right time. Well, that was the wrong place and the wrong time. And I said, will he get his chance? Well, I mean, none of his team was around. He was alone. There was no chance that he was going to be able to do anything with that. So, again, good restraint, not using any cooldowns that he shouldn't be using, and really holding on to what makes him a strong hero, ready for that next fight. But as it stands right now, Xeno, they're taking control, they're being aggressive, they're moving around the map, and overall, they're making Ban Earth play like they're afraid. And that's exactly what they want to be doing. Discourage Ban Earth from forcing the team fights that they can take, and instead make them sit back and make them cower in their where they stand, fear being everywhere on the map, and overall just out-farm them and out-push them.
Well, breaking the high ground is going to be tough, and the team fights might even be a little tougher for Xeno, because they do have the Desolator now on Ember Spirit, and of course orb effects are applied through Slate of Fist, so that's an easy -7 armor on everybody involved in the team fight, assuming Ember Spirit can use any spells, because there is a bit of silence up right now. The Waning Rift, the Orchid, and the Sheepstick on Nature's Prophet now being completed. And let's see, the Bash Chance, not quite online for Lifestealer, but it will be very, very soon. And any other big items, about 3,100 gold on the Storm Spirit. Got to expect either maybe a Shiva's Guard or a Sheepstick going to be his next item.
Shiva's Guard or Sheepstick, both very good items. We got the map getting completely vandalized right now.
Yes, we do.
I was trying to look around the map to find the heroes, but it's just not going to happen. So many colors. It feels like a unicorn is barfing on the mini-map, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Either way, the game, 22-20. I mean, couldn't be closer for a 30-minute game. Well, it could be closer, but again, I'm exaggerating. Doesn't matter. It's still a very close game.
It's kind of your job.
And also, I mean, to be honest, it's still in the same position it was 10 minutes ago, where one team fight is all it's going to take. One wipe to push up, to push the high ground, and to win the game. I mean, maybe 2, depending on which lane are pushed in at the time you get the team fight. But a lot is laying on the line for Fantasy, and I keep bringing him up, but that black hole, man, that's all it's going to take.
You keep bringing him up and saying his name different every single time.
Fantasy, that's how I say it every time. Hold on, Relic up top, blinking around, and just being an overall nuisance and tempting time. Won't be able to get away from that. Is going to go ahead and TP out of there. Clicks just absolutely giving up. He can't get one auto attack off, so he just says, you know what? Go ahead, TP. I don't wanna do this anymore.
Yeah, nice pick-off, showing that Storm Spirit, of course, is leading the net worth at 14.6. Of course, no mana problems now, as he does go for the Mystic Staff. So still unclear whether it will be the Shivas or the Sheepstick, but we can also see 2,800 gold here on the Beastmaster, so assuming he picks up a Plate Mail or a Mystic Staff, then I think it's going to be the Sheepstick for Relic and that Shiva's Guard. Because it's always nice to have a Shiva's Guard when there's a lot of right-clicking heroes, especially 4 of them on the enemy team.
Alright, so it looks like Ban Earth, they've smoked up right on time for Roshan to respawn. Both teams pretty much know he's here as he just kind of walked out of the pit under vision. And now it looks like we're going to see Relic going in the mid lane, trying to bait out an initiation. This is a risky play, but at the same time, if the initiation happens and Fan of Sion's there, this could be a disaster. So he's actually going to go in. It's going to be Puck with the Waiting Rift, but is not going to commit. He saw everyone, I'm pretty sure, and immediately just said, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. I'm out.
Yeah, Relic was... I thought maybe Avanti was just snoozing there with his familiars, but I think it was leaving him around to actually bait in the Storm Spirit. At the end of the day, Storm Spirit does get one. We see Puck land the silence, but did not decide to go in because, of course, like you said, everyone missing off the map. I think they maybe caught a glimpse of the rest of Ban Earth just standing behind them. So, 100 gold Relic's way as he continues to dominate the farm.
Yeah, and this is just going to be like staring at each other across the map, kind of batting their eyelashes at each other, really angry at each other, but no one really doing anything. Stray Cat almost getting caught out. They smoke up. They're going to go straight for Roshan? No, they're going to head on into the juggle. They want to see what's going on. They want to try to get the pick off. Can they make it happen? Relic and Fan of Sion are probably going to be the targets, and they're going to go ahead and play it smart and go the opposite direction. So great movement coming out from Ban Earth. This is, you can feel the tension right now building in this game.
Yeah, but they force away Ban Earth and they're on the dire side, so they're just going to walk straight into the Roche Pit afterwards. So I think Xeno, I know that they're getting the better end of this trade. No towers are even being pressured anywhere else on the map as they're going to go ahead and pick up that Aegis. They put it on Clicks, the Life Stealer. He did also finish his Basher, so they do have some more lockdown there. Earthspirit, meanwhile, has an Ogre Club, so he's going for BKB. No cheeky double, triple Battle Fury builds, no Rapiers, just playing pretty standard right now. Finnith on the Earthspirit.
Well, Lifestealer has the Aegis, but again, if that big Wombo combo drops, an Aegis ain't going to do much except make you alive standing in the middle of 5 when your entire team is dead. So it's going to be weird watching the next couple of minutes as, again, tension's just mounting. Both teams really trying their best to take the best possible engagement because this could very well be it. We're rounding at about 33 minutes, around the time when games typically will start to end, and both teams are getting really farmed, and basically it's just a giant tinderbox building and building in this in the arena right now.
Yeah, there's some very rich people in this game. I mean, look how even it is. We have 4 people all around 16 to 14,000 gold. Then below that, we've got 4 people all around 9, or I guess 10 to 8,000 gold. So, you know, a lot of items on every role this game.
There is going to be
that's going to make for some explosive team fights later on.
There's a combined push happening in the mid lane. High ground being occupied by Ban Earth. And Xeno playing this really carefully, dropping up the Aspirate immediately. Blinking back, Wall Nature's Prophet rats out, pushes the bottom lane. Ban Earth, they want to take the fight, but at the same time, Nature's Prophet, being the rat that he is, will constantly push lanes if you take way too long. So if there's one thing going for Xeno, it's the fact that Ban Earth are going to be constantly pressured to make decisions, to make trade-offs, and, well, it's going to be up to Ban Earth to, or rather, it's Xeno who want them to make the bad decisions, which will win them the game.
Indeed, we actually see Lifestealer inside the puck one more time, still looking for a pickoff. We haven't seen any action in a little while, actually. It's been maybe 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes since Relic. That was that 1v2 up top lane where Relic took out the Nature's Prophet. And he has yet to pick up another item, 3.2k gold. I think he's just saving for buyback currently because any big team fight with the amount of push on both of these teams right now could just easily take out a Rax. Looking at the buybacks, most people have them. The ones who don't, because that list is much shorter, the Ember, the Lifestealer, the Puck, and the Rubik, all without buyback right now.
Yeah, I just remember my buyback hockey. There we go. So
Maybe I.
up now. Now Nature's Prophet decides to get rid of his buyback by buying up a Shadow Blade. That's going to help with his split push, but I don't know. Is buyback more important when it's all going to come down to, well, potentially one team fight? I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I feel like I've been quoting that so much the last couple days. Not even on stream, so you get that out of the blue.
I know. I've been doing it too. I don't know. Either way, hold on. We're going to see a huge jump in from Relic and Kicks. Immediately blown up. And then now we're going to see, here's the Infest Bomb. Puck going straight in, popping the BKB. Clicks trying to go in, but there's the two-man black hole. Catching Clicks, catching Puck. Puck goes down. Clicks might drop his Aegis. Meanwhile, we have Tempting Time going to pick up on the back lines. The Lifestealer is going to drop the Aegis, coming right back. Now Nature's Prophet going to fall. Kicks finally going down. Clicks will drop his Aegis again, but no, Stray Cat taking a lot of damage. There's the Bashley Infest. Will go, and now the Rage not going to help NMJ as he drops the gem. Whew. 3 for 4, and Xeno not going to coming out on top for that team fight. And Ban Earth, you know, two-man black hole, was it enough? I don't think so.
I mean, I think it was enough. It was just the fact that the Lifestealer had Aegis. Maybe they could have saved the black hole until Clicks respawned. It was a 2 for 3 trade, or a 2 for 4 trade until the Lifestealer respawned, making it, what, 3 for 4, and an Aegis being wasted on the side, or not really wasted, being used up on the side of Xeno. So I think fairly even overall. The graphs don't look to be too affected by it. Maybe it hasn't kicked in entirely. It's still a slight gold lead, and maybe it was, what, 7,500 on the XP. I think that's going to drop like to 5,000 for Ban Earth. None of that I think really matters right now. Like we've talked about a couple times, it's going to come down to a team fight, maybe closer to the base, like that. That was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it not really pushing anything, because the tier 2 towers in the mid lane both still stand, so.
Yeah, I mean, overall, okay, that was a fairly even team fight. In fact, it looks like Xeno coming out a little bit on top as expected. You can see the graph going down a little bit, but not by a lot. That wasn't the game-winning team fight because, well, both teams pretty much got annihilated. Only one hero advantage going either way, and even then it was an Aegis. But now, here we go. Fan of Sion jumping in, getting the Malefice. There's the shout coming out from Last Magic, and that's going to be an easy pick-off. Nature's Prophet, the Rat King, is going to get exterminated here. But meanwhile, split push by Avanti and his Familiars in the mid lane. This tower taking a lot of damage, but now with the Familiars using up all their bonus damage, they've got nothing left. The Sleight of Fist actually hits on them, and wow, I've got a visual bug as Stray Cat is dancing down the jungle.
No, he's been doing that for me too. It's kind of ridiculous. It's also hilarious. But we see Relic with his sheep stick that he did decide to go for the sheep. He finds up Avanti and is going to be able to take him down pretty easily there. Can it maybe even get the birds as they try to TP? Yep, they're going to get one. One will drop, and of course there's no resummon because the Visage is dead right now. The Lifestealer, one advantage that Xeno got definitely. Well, they did get an advantage anyway. The graph, they got maybe 2,000 gold, 2,000 XP out of that team fight over Ban Earth. They still trail, but they did finish the Abyssal Blade. And they did get the gem up on Clicks, that Lifestealer, so that's going to help them a lot in the next set of fights. Yeah,
but Ban Earth have completely reclaimed pretty much everything they lost from, or that little bit that they lost in that team fight. By getting those 2 pickoffs, Profit's down for another 10 seconds, so this is pretty much a free tower for them if they push into it, which they will. They got the Assassin's Prey to fight through, but that's not all that much. Nature's Prophet, though, back in 3. Gonna probably teleport either top or bottom and really make the split push happen to try to force them away, but they're already backing off. They know what's going on. They know they can't really push onto the high ground right now. They don't want to push onto the high ground right now, and they're going to go ahead and just push out top. Meanwhile, Tempting Time, the Dark Bear. All right, what do we call him?
I have no idea. I haven't even ventured past the vertical line in his name because I was too scared.
I'll stay with the Tempting Time then. So he's going to be pushing out the bottom lane. Probably won't get past that line they just draw. I'll redraw it right there, but will try to get as far as possible before his team needs him. Speaking of, they're going to smoke up and they're looking for a fight.
Yeah, we're going to keep our eyes here on the puck. They're actually going to find out the Storm's already pops his BKB. There's the Infest out. They need to start attacking Relic and stun him up if they can. I think he popped the Lincolns with the Abyssal Blade. Relic is not yet dead. Clicks is going to start refocusing him here. A big Dream Coil has been dropped, but I see a ton of BKB, so it doesn't really matter. Black Hole, I think, was used already. Didn't quite notice it as Clicks is going to get right-click down. The gem is on the deck. Relic with the double kill there. And that BKB really saving his life. They see the Storm Spirit, and then they don't really know what to do because they know he has BKB. There's no Sheepstick up on the puck. That is on Nature's Prophet, and he wasn't quite around.
Yeah, I mean, this Storm Spirit, you hit the nail on the head a while back when you said he was just the richest guy in the map right now. Still is, but that insane lead he has is translating to him just being completely unkillable. You can initiate on him. He's got too fast of a reaction for it. You can't just let him be because he's going to bring the fight to you. I mean, all they've got right now is Tempting Time, pushing the bottom lane, but they're going to lose racks for nothing. Probably 2 sets of racks, maybe even 3 as Lifestealer's down for another 30 seconds. This is not looking great for them. In fact, no, they're just going to back off right now. Oh, wait. Relic isn't done. He goes straight on into kicks. Devontae getting shouted up. There's no more mana on Relic. Actually, he does have a little bit of mana. Wants to use it, and he does, but not really useful in that fight. It's going to be Stray Cat, the one to pick up the kill regardless. And
poor Rubik.
Getting pickoffs where they shouldn't be getting pickoffs. Now Relic going back in on the Tempting Time, who should fall here. No, the Shadow Blade doing work. And Nature's Prophet will be able to get away from that.
I think the gem was given up. Who's carrying the gem right now? It's Last Hit Magic on the Beastmaster that is carrying the gem. Maybe they want to give it to the Storm or the Ember Spirit, someone more mobile. We saw Storm zipping back and forth to defend towers and go back to the team fight. Or even go to the fountain and heal, something you can do with Fire Remnant, so it makes him a pretty interesting carry to have when going up against Rat Dota strats, especially when you're as strong as he is right now. He's got 6,000 gold and could easily go for a Rapier if he wants to.
Oh man, I think my heart has seen the Ember Spirit Rapier already, and it was broken because of it, so I don't know if I could take it again. I really don't. I think...
What game was that?
The one where we casted Denial versus... Revenge, was it? Where they pulled out
the Rapier there, didn't he?
Yeah, the Rapier and the Ember Spirit and immediately lost it to the Mirana. And there you go. He's going to grab it. I can see the items flying on the side of the screen. In the corner of my eye, I just saw Divine Rapier. I'm trained to see that word, by the way, as I mostly play carry, so I don't know. I like the Divine Rapier, but now, oh, there's going to be an engagement on the Roche Pit.
Yeah, they get the roar off onto the Lifestealer. That's who they need to bring down. So the Aegis has already been used up here. 2 have fallen. Of course, the Lifestealer are going to respawn. But look at this Rapier in the Slate of Fist. He's just killing everybody, and he's not doing anything at this point. That's the power of the Ember Spirit. It's a complete wipe. It's an ultra kill here for Finnith, and that's going to pull the GG out of Xeno. And that's game 1 in the books. 40-27, the final score. Here in CEVO Season 4. CEVO-Main Season 4, probably the better way to say it. Xeno versus Ban Earth. This is a best of 3, so I, Healy Umbrella, and of course Chicago Ted will be back soon for game number 2. Any shout outs or anything else before we get into before we see the score screen at least?
Yeah, well, it looks like they're gonna let it play out, so we do have a little bit of time. Shout out to overall to CEVO, both the teams playing right now. Relic, who's making the cheeky plays. I mean, go ahead. If you like our cast, guys, you can go over to Twitter and follow us. I'm Chicago Ted at TedCasts, and Helium is at Heliumbrella. So go ahead over to there. Check out CEVO.com for all the good things going on with this game. It looks like as the Ancient falling, now we're gonna finally head over to the game 2. So